my name is Kayla and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Lady Gaga Stupid Love palette. So, about this palette, when it dropped online, I was like, those colors, I don't have anything like that, oh my gosh, but I don't need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I don't need that palette.
I don't need it.
And then I started seeing a whole bunch of people using it and creating beautiful looks.
I don't need it.
I was still like, I don't need it. I don't need that palette. I don't need it.
I definitely don't need it.
And then it went on sale.
I need it!
And now I have it. It came in the mail yesterday. I really don't have any colors like this in any of my other palettes. It's about the eyeliner, the lip crayon in the shade Dust, and the lip gloss in the shade Corset. A little bit about this. Eyeliner retails for $20. The lip crayon is $18. The lip gloss is also $18. And the palette is $48. But I want to remind you, everything was on sale. That's why I bought it. Yeah, that was my main excuse for buying this. Yeah. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Oh my god, I'm so excited! Okay, so I haven't even swatched this yet. It's still in the packaging. It came like this. This is what you call patience, mija. Patience. So I ordered this 2 days ago. It came in the mail yesterday, and today I'm playing with it. Ta-da! This is so pretty! Now I'm opening it up. Oh, this is so pretty. These shades are stunning. My first thoughts just looking at this is it's way prettier than the pictures on the internet. Like, this looks a lot sparklier. The colors look more vibrant. This is absolutely beautiful. I haven't done any swatches. As you can tell, I just took it out of the box. It was bubble wrapped. I had self-control for once in my life because I wanted to share my whole experience with this palette with you guys because I love you. Yes, I love you. Ah, these are so pretty. I can't get over how pretty these are. First, I'm going to do some swatches on my arm for you guys. The mirror has like a little protective thing on it, which I don't, honestly, I like to keep this on just to keep it fresh. You know, so fresh and so clean. This little card is plastic, so you can bend it and mold it. Okay, let's get into the swatches. Alright, so I'm going in with 911. You wanted white, we're giving it to you. Ooh. So Free Woman is kind of it's a little chunky. It's just slightly chunky. Alright, so these are all the swatches from the first row. I must say the only problem that I had was the shade Free Woman right here, this gray glittery color. It's a little bit chunky, and also the shade 1000 Doves is a little bit chunky as well. I'm sure if you spray your brush with setting spray before you go into these, they'll apply better. Alright, now for the second row. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so here are the swatches from the second row. The shades Light Up, Alice, and Sour Candy. They took a second to swatch well. I feel like so far the glittery shimmer shades in here are pressed very, very tightly into the pan, and it's kind of hard to get them out. So they are pigmented. It just takes a little bit of work to actually get it to swatch right because they're so pressed in. But besides that, these shades are absolutely beautiful. Now on to the third row. Alright, I have the shade Peace, and let's see, I'm very excited about this color. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so here are the shades from the third row, the final row on the palette. The shade Fun Tonight, this one right here, was the easiest glitter shimmer shade to swatch so far. It felt like butter. It didn't feel super packed and tight like the other glitters that I swatched. Yeah, that is it for the eyeshadow swatches. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids and get started on my Lady Gaga look. I'm so excited. Alright, so I went ahead and put a little bit of concealer around my eyes because I'm going to wait to do foundation till the end. And I primed my eyes with my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. The first color I'm going to be using in this palette is the shade Plastic Doll. And I'm going to be putting this one on my crease. Scoot y'all in for this. Now I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so that shade was pretty pigmented and it blended out pretty well. Alright, now I'm going to take the shade Stupid Love and put that on my crease. For this shade, I'm using a MAC 217 brush. This is very pigmented right out the gate. Now I'm just going back in with my Morphe 505 brush and blending these two together. Stunning! I really want to use the shade Envy, and I'm going to put that on top of the shade Stupid Love. And for this shade, I'm just using a fluffy little Eco Tools brush. And I'm just blending it all together with my Morphe M505. Alright, those matte shades blended out very nicely. Okay, Gaga, I see you. The girls are coming. They're ready for war. Ooh, honey. I must say there is fallout in the pans. I just blew some of it away. Should I do a cut crease? I think I should do a cut crease and use these blue shades. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm just taking my Juvia's Place Magic Concealer in the shade 24, putting a little bit of it on my hand here, taking my Wet n Wild Cat Tongue brush, and I'm gonna carve out my crease. Alright, so I have cut the crease. I'm going to take the shade 911 right here, this stark white color, on an e.l.f. fluffy brush and set the crease. Oh, if you want a white shade, this is a stark white color. Oh my god. Alright, now I'm taking this little dollar store brush. I'm going back into Stupid Love and I'm going to just soften the crease. Alright, now I'm going to take the shade Shine on this little e.l.f. brush and put this on the very outer corner of the crease I just made. Now I'm taking the shade Peace and on the same brush and putting it right next to the shade Shine, whatever. And I'm just blending this shade into the darker blue. Now I'm taking the shade Enigma and I'm going to put that right next to the Peace color and blend this into it. As you can tell, I have had a lot of fallout from these shadows. Now I'm just going back in and evening everything out. Now I'm going back into the shade 911, blending that into the shade Enigma. Now I'm taking the shade Light Up and putting that on my very inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face and I'll be back to do the lower lash line and try out the HAUS Laboratories eyeliner. Alright, so I'm back. I put on foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, the whole 9 yards. I'm really curious about this shade Light It Up. I'm going to try using this as a highlight and see if it works. I don't think it's going to because it just keeps falling.
As you wish.
What? Yeah, it just looks really, it's just chunks. Do you see that? It's literally just chunks of glitter. No. For highlight, I'm just using my Coty Airspun highlighter. Yeah, that's better. Now, I'm going to take this shade Plastic Doll and put that on my lower lash line. And I'm using a MAC 213 brush. Now I'm taking the shade Envy and putting that all the way towards the outer corner. Now I'm taking the shade Stupid Love and putting that on the outer corner. Alright, so the eyeshadow portion of our video is now complete. I absolutely love the way this looks. The mattes blended out so nice and so even. I'm very impressed. Now I'm going to be trying out the Haus, is it Haus or House? I don't really know, but I'm going to be trying out the eyeliner. I heard really good things about this. I usually hate is a strong word, but I really do not like felt tip eyeliners. I feel like I have to go over them again and again and again in order for it to cover up the eyeshadow. I don't even like the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner. I know everybody loves that, but I seriously do not like it. I have to go over my eyeshadow at least 5 times in order for it to turn to be black. But I heard good things about this one, so I'll swatch it on my hand. It feels very pigmented. Alright, it's not too bad. I had to go over it like twice in order to get the coverage that I wanted, but it's not too bad. Okay, so there was some skipping with the eyeliner and I had to go in with it like 3 times on this side in order to get the coverage that I wanted. So I don't know if I'll be using this again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put on my mascara and my fake eyelashes off camera and I'll be back to try the lips products. Okay, I am back and the eyelashes are on. Now I'm going to take, let's see here, I bought 2 of her lip products. I bought, what is this? Le Monster Matte Lip Crayon. Chef's kiss. And I got this in the shade Dust. Let's open it up. It comes in a little compartment like this. Right, this is what it looks like. This is just a piece of plastic right here. This is what the lip crayon looks like. Ooh, it's very smooth, very pigmented. Let's see how this looks. Should I use a lip liner with this? I am going to use a lip liner before I put this on. I'm going to use my NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Natural. Okay, lip liner is on. Let's see what this looks like. Very smooth, very creamy, opaque. Cute. Work. I also bought a lip gloss in the shade Corset. This is what the packaging looks like. Do you see this applicator? I've never seen an applicator like this before. Alright, it's very thick, very pigmented. I guess the applicator is shaped like this so it can like really hug your lips. It doesn't really have a smell. Alright you guys, so that is it for today's look. I really love the way my eyeshadow turned out. So my final thoughts on the palette. It's beautiful. I only used one of the shimmer shades. Besides that, I used mostly matte shades. There was a lot of fallout. You can kind of see on my palette the fallout that happened right here. The glitter is very chunky. Yeah. Besides the glitter shades being chunky, the mattes were very beautiful. There was a little bit of fallout, but they're very pigmented, easy to blend, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Do these smell? No scent. Alright, now the eyeliner. As for the eyeliner, I did not personally like it. A whole bunch of people really loved this and they're like calling it their new holy grail. But I had to go over it like 2 or 3 times in order to get the pigmentation that I wanted and in order for it to actually cover up the eyeshadow. In my personal opinion, this was a no for me. Yeah, I'd rather use my Wet n Wild eyeliner that only costs $4 and I only have to go over it once. Just once. That's it. Next on the list, the lip crayon. It was really nice, very opaque, very smooth. No complaints about this. I love the color of it. And the lip gloss. It's a lip gloss. It looks pretty. I didn't really notice anything like too special about it. It did its job. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. But there are some things about this, and this is just one of my thoughts. These don't really feel like how much they would cost. You know what I mean? Like they feel very lightweight. They're plastic, and I thought these would feel a little different. I thought they'd be a little bit heavier. These don't feel like $20 products. These feel like, they kind of feel like drugstore products. Yeah. I think you could get similar, like this eyeliner and this lip crayon at the drugstore for a lot cheaper. Just my personal opinion. I don't know. This is also, I believe this is plastic as well. It's not heavy or anything. It feels like something you could find at the drugstore. But yeah, I did not like the eyeliner. These were really good, but I feel like they could be duped for drugstore products. That's my opinion. Alright you guys, well that is it for today's video. I hope you really liked it. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. What did you guys think about this look? What do you think I should do next time on my channel? Tell me what you want, what you really want, whatever level I want. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Everything that I used in this video will be in the description box down below. Just so you know. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye. Oh, one last thing. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. It's not hard. Bye. Love you.